Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another random video. It's going to be said. You might remember about a week ago I did a video where I commentated on a game on FIFA 20. So I turned off commentary and I was the one that was commentating. See what it was like to be a commentator. Turns out it was quite difficult. I did it for the Merseyside derby, and in that game it turned out that Everton was able to stop Liverpool's unbeaten run and win 1-0 at Anfield thanks to a Calvert-Lewin goal. I want to say it was Calvert-Lewin, or was it Richarlison? One of those two. But today we are going to be commentating yet another game, and we are going to be doing a Champions League game, but not just any Champions League game. Oh no, we are going to be doing a Champions League game. Once this is downloaded and applied new online squads, we are going to be doing one of the biggest games. We are going to be doing a huge game, and it's just going to be interesting to watch, honestly. So we are going to choose Champions League, and it's going to be the Champions League final, no less. And we are going to be choosing to be in the Champions League final. We are going to choose Barcelona, not Getafe, Barcelona, up against PSG. I'm not saying that this is going to be a prediction for who is going to get to the Champions League final. Not by any stretch of imagination. I just think this is a huge game. It's Mbappe versus Messi. That in my mind is just so key. So we're going to have Griezmann modelling the home kit. So Barcelona are considered the home team in this game, and PSG in their away kit, which is a very nice away kit. Homage to... Oh, actually, I just realised something. I just put it on that I'm in control. No. So we need to go back and do that again. So, in the middle. So I'm not controlling them. Champions League final. Barcelona versus PSG. Home versus away. Or alternate, actually. And then what we're going to do is put it on 5-minute halves on legendary, and it is actually at the Ataturk Stadium this season, which is where Liverpool famously won the Champions League in 2005. Just saying. And yeah, everything is going to be set. So it's on legendary, and we are going to do it. So while I'm talking now, it's fine because we're loading up the game, but as soon as I press start, once it comes up, then I will go into commentators mode. And the problem with this is I know a lot less about these two teams, so I'll probably just be talking about Messi, Mbappe, how they got to the final, key players in this game, key matchups, stuff like that. But anyway, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to what is the final of the UEFA Champions League here in 2020 in the Ataturk Olympic Stadium here in Istanbul. Previously, this venue has hosted the Champions League final in the past. Obviously, a lot of people remember it, seeing as it is the location in which Liverpool famously beat AC Milan in 2005, going 3-0 down thanks to goals from Paolo Maldini in the first minute and 2 goals by Hernan Crespo, before a brilliant fight back from Rafa Benitez's men, where Gerrard gets a header, Smeetser hits it from range, and Xabi Alonso follows in his own penalty to make it 3-0, and then Liverpool famously go on to win on penalties. But here in this final of the Champions League, we see Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona go up against each other, two titans in the modern era, with the likes of Suarez, Messi, Griezmann going up against the likes of Mbappe, Neymar, Cavani. It's going to be a thrilling game, I am sure of that. Both teams are looking to lift a trophy. PSG, in their illustrious short-term history, are looking to win their first UEFA Champions League, where Barcelona are looking to win their 5th, I want to say. Oh no, 6th, I should say, as I can see the patches on the arms of the Barcelona players. But here is the Barcelona lineup. Key players in there, obviously the front three of Suarez, Griezmann and Messi, with Busquets playing the anchor role, but with a centre pairing of Longley and Piqué at centre back. As for the PSG team, probably as expected, except for the one surprise is Edison Cavani is on the bench as Icardi starts in the Champions League final. This is due to Icardi's blistering form since joining on loan from Inter Milan. Very attacking formation from PSG, it must be said, playing a 4-2-4 system, very much a attacking version of the 4-4-2, which you rarely see nowadays, seeing as Barcelona are playing what most teams like to play with a main striker and a couple of wingers as well. As Barcelona kick things off and play a bit of possession, we're expecting a lot of possession. It's going to be interesting to see how much chances both teams are able to make. You'd probably say Barcelona's patient style against the defence of PSG may prove costly, but you'd probably say PSG on the counter attack against Barcelona's defence could again be costly. As Griezmann has her first real opportunity of the game, but Keylor Navas, obviously ex-Real Madrid, so he would like to get one over on his previous arch rivals. Obviously, right now, the one player that everyone is going to be looking at is, can Lionel Messi take his team to Champions League glory? Obviously, previous winner on multiple occasions, scoring one of the goals in both 2009 and 2011, as both times Barcelona beat Manchester United. Mbappe has been put through. Mbappe shoots. What a brilliant save that is from Ter Stegen. Kylian Mbappe can't believe his luck of being put through very early on in this game and probably should have scored, but Ter Stegen does very well. So both goalkeepers making key saves early on in this game, as we about to reach the quarter of an hour mark in this game. Ball in, headed away by Semedo, who has been a revelation as one of the newer fullbacks at Barcelona. As Arthur tries to bring it away, gives it to De Jong. Obviously had a fantastic season in the Champions League last time out, with Ajax unfortunately being knocked out in the semi-finals to Tottenham by a last-minute winner by Lucas Moura. Obviously Tottenham going on to lose the final against Liverpool 2-0. Griezmann has a bit of space here, gives it to De Jong on the edge of the area. De Jong has a shot and he has scored! The first goal of this 2020 UEFA Champions League final has been scored by Barcelona, and the young man that we have just been talking about, Frenkie de Jong. The first goal in the Ataturk Stadium of this final goes to Barcelona. Brilliant layoff by Griezmann, and PSG's frailties in midfield showed there, as De Jong was able to just ghost to the edge of the area, take a touch and then fire it past Keylor Navas. Brilliant goal by Barcelona, but very questionable defending and midfield play by PSG. It is actually very interesting talking about the midfield of Paris Saint-Germain, that they have gone with just a two, especially against a possession team like Barcelona. You'd probably want to pack out that midfield, but Tuchel has decided to go a bit more gung-ho in his approach and go a bit more all-out attack against this Barcelona team. We've seen both teams have chances, but Barcelona have been the first one to make one of their chances count as PSG come forward. Oh, what has been given here? Is it a penalty to PSG? Surely not. Let's have a look. We might need a replay of this to see exactly what's happened, as we see Jordi Alba looking very much puzzled. It looks like it's a penalty given to PSG. Looks like we don't know what's going on right now. Let's have a look at this now. Jordi Alba Oh, it's a handball given against Jordi Alba. I was thinking there wasn't much of a foul there. As Neymar steps up. And Neymar scores! He equalises for Paris Saint-Germain against his former club in the Champions League final. That is a huge goal back from PSG. But you've got to say, Barcelona, ever since they scored, have looked a bit nervy. And Jordi Alba giving away a penalty in the Champions League final. That is incredible. But PSG find themselves level on terms. This is what I mean. Like, even though Barcelona can get through PSG fairly easily through their two in midfield in Idrissa Gueye and Verratti, PSG have threats of their own. This could be a very high-scoring high-scoring game, I should say, as Neymar celebrates as he goes back to the halfway line. Very good game so far after we're now into the 27th minute of this game as Barcelona kick off again. As we see De Jong now in midfield. He's got plenty of time and space. Gives it to Arthur. To Suarez. Suarez is getting a bit hustled and harried by, it looked like it was Thiago Silva there. Busquets very calm on the ball. De Jong to Arthur. Oh, maybe might have tried to turn and find Lionel Messi then, who so far has been very quiet in this game, whereas we've seen the likes of Mbappe and Neymar both involved. Actually, Neymar less so, but he has scored the penalty, so that is a very good involvement to have in the Champions League final. As Neymar tries to find Bernat, he is onside. What will he do? He's held on to it, and Sergio Busquets manages to intercept as he tries to pass it back to, I believe that was Verratti on the edge of the area, as Messi tries to get past the PSG defender but can't. Idrissa Gueye goes over the top to Bernat, who tries to flick it over Semedo, but in the process flicks it out of play. 37 minutes into this game, and so far both teams are given reasons why they have been very deserved in getting to this final. Barcelona obviously knocked out last season by the eventual winners in the semi-finals after leading 3-0 at home at the Nou Camp against Liverpool. 2 goals by Lionel Messi, 1 by Luis Suarez, but then going to Anfield and being, let's be honest, destroyed on the night by an early Divock Origi goal, two brilliant goals by substitute Gini Wijnaldum, and then the eventual winner by Divock Origi, with the famous quote of "corner taken quickly, Origi." But maybe a bit more emphasis. It's like corner taken quickly, Origi. As Griezmann tries to find space in the box, but Thomas Meunier manages to shepherd it out for a Barcelona corner. The game has gone a bit flat in the last 10-15 minutes, as Griezmann is looking to find someone, as it looks like Lionel Messi has come over for the short corner. But Griezmann decides to not go for that and instead just passes it straight to Neymar. Okay, we are in 3 minutes added time in this first half. Both sides cannot be settled right now. Could we see extra time and penalties in this game? As Semedo comes forward, can there be one last chance before the half? Busquets into Messi. Semedo tries to find Suarez, but Suarez is offside, and that looks like it's going to be the last involvement in this half, maybe. Oh, it's close. It's very close with Suarez offside, but it is the right decision. That's the first we've seen of Icardi, to be fair, and it's the final involvement of the first half. As we see it at half-time, it's Barcelona 1, Paris Saint-Germain 1. Okay, one thing I will say about this game is sick. Look, both teams, look, 2 shots each, 2 on target each. Possession obviously is Barcelona's, but these are like stats I can draw in the second half. Okay. Actually, hang on, what was it? Okay. And we are back for the second half of this Barcelona versus PSG tie in the Champions League final in 2020. Interesting stats of Barcelona and PSG in the first half. 59% possession from Barcelona and an incredible 94% pass success rate. That is incredible by a team very renowned for its tiki-taka football. It's very much passing possession game. Whereas PSG are still very much on level terms and still well within this game. Both teams having 2 shots in the game, both being on target. So very even as far as chances are concerned. But one thing that we are trying to see more of is, can someone create a moment of brilliance, or will we see a mistake by one of the 2 defences? But it's very well poised for the second half. It might get a bit scrappy at times because both teams are desperate to win it, but also very desperate not to lose this game at all. Like it's that fine balance of risk and reward. Do you take the risk of pushing more players forward to try and get a win in this Champions League final? As we see Busquets make an excellent tackle there. Looks like Barcelona can break. Suarez through to Messi. What can Messi do? Gives it to De Jong. To Suarez. To Messi. Back to Suarez. Suarez tries to find Griezmann down line, but Di Maria tracking back brilliantly. Di Maria is one of those players that he is brilliant going forward, but he's also very good at coming back and helping his team. As we see first change from both teams as Arthur goes off and Rakitic comes on for Barcelona, and Icardi goes off, who's been very quiet in this game, it's got to be said, and Edison Cavani, the player that you'd probably expect to have started this Champions League final, now comes on, and can he make a difference against his fellow Uruguayan compatriot in Luis Suarez? Griezmann, he's keeping Mooney away, cross in, but Bernat heads out for yet another Barcelona corner. Will it be better than the last one, in which Neymar did very much mess up? But it looks like it's Lionel Messi to come over and take this corner. Can he find someone in the box? No, that is the question. That's the answer. I mean, as Neymar tries to come forward, surely, even though Neymar's a quick player, PK was able to keep up with him. As Neymar and Mbappe try and link up, but Neymar has to go backwards, and now it's Bernat, who's coming infield and gets tackled by De Jong. It looks like the referee is play on. PSG is starting to get a bit more of the ball, a bit more possession. They seem to be growing in confidence after they've come back from a goal down. Cavani into Di Maria. Idrissa Gana Gueye now gives it back to Di Maria. Very good possession, but PSG right now don't seem to be going anywhere. Meunier puts in a ball though, away by PK, comes to Di Maria on the edge of the area, but he has Busquets to deal with, and Busquets goes through the back of Di Maria and gives away the foul about 25 yards out. As Barcelona make another change, Frenkie de Jong, the goal scorer, comes off, and Arturo Vidal, a bit more of a defensive option, comes on in his place. As we see Di Maria and Edison Cavani step over this. Di Maria with a shot, just over, but it wasn't really troubling to Sagan. It never came down enough. The old saying, what comes up must go down, or what goes up must come down, I should say. But in Di Maria's case, it didn't come down quick enough. As we go now into the last 20 minutes of this Champions League final. As it stands right now, we are going to extra time and perhaps even penalties, which would be a fascinating prospect given the two sides' world-class players. How will this final be settled? That is the question, and it is the question on everybody's lips. As Idrissa Gueye, a sloppy pass out to Di Maria, who has been very much involved in this game. It's a sloppy pass and goes out for a throw-in to Barcelona on this near side. As we enter the last 15 minutes of the 90 minutes. Barcelona trying to get a bit more possession back, and it looks like they're starting to do that, but they're trying to release the three attackers, and so far it's been very unfortunate as Vidal keeps hold of the ball, gives it into Messi's feet, who seems to take up a bit more of a central role as he's trying to chase down his lost ball now. But Neymar's a bit too quick for him. Oh, Neymar goes for a bit of skill. Ball to the back stick, but Longley beats Cavani, who is fantastic in the air, it should be said, but it beats him to the ball. And now Barcelona come up the other way. Into Suarez. Back to Alba. Back into Suarez. Into Griezmann. Passing from Barcelona at times in this game has been fantastic as Rakitic tries to come forward. Slots through Messi, who's gone a bit too wide. Messi with a chance. Ooh, tries to square it to Suarez, but Keylor Navas manages to get a hand to it, and now PSG on their way forward. This is a fascinating tie as we are now very much deep into the last 5 minutes of the game, as Mbappe gives it to Bernat. Mbappe now into Neymar, who can run forward, gives it through to Cavani. Cavani goes for the shot. Is it onside? It is. Edinson Cavani off the bench has surely won this game now for PSG. From one end to the other, from Messi's pretty poor square pass to Suarez, who gives Keylor Navas a chance, right up the other end with the likes of Mbappe and Neymar linking up. Neymar slots through Cavani on his left foot, beats Mark ter Stegen at his near post. And it looks like the substitute, the one that was expected to start this game for PSG, may have ended up winning the game. Oh God, a lot of talking really does affect your throat. As we are now into the last minute of normal time. Actually, no, we are now into added time. 3 minutes to go. Barcelona have got to go for it. 2 minutes left. Counting down the seconds as PSG look to have won this game. Ball comes in, Thiago Silva away. Can it be put back in? No, Verratti actually beats Sergio Busquets in the box, and it's over. PSG are the Champions League winners. Thiago Silva, the captain, going absolutely mental as we see PK distraught and disheartened. Kylian Mbappe, what a story that is. In 2018 was crowned champion of the world with France. Now in 2020 PSG have put their name on the trophy to come back from 1-0 down in this game against Barcelona, a proven titan in Europe. And PSG have managed to be victorious, as we are about to see the likes of Neymar, Mbappe, Cavani lift the trophy. But obviously first we get to see the captain, Thiago Silva. Paris Saint-Germain are champions of Europe. What a scene that is. Tuchel came into this game wanting to go a bit more attacking against Barcelona, not afraid to just take their chances and just go for it, and they have gone for it all right. They have won the Champions League in 2020 here at the Atatürk Stadium in Istanbul, as Thiago Silva takes the trophy over to the fans to celebrate. What an achievement by Paris Saint-Germain, a team that was specifically built to challenge in Europe and win this illustrious trophy. What a night it is for the Parisians. What a night. What a night here in Istanbul. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this brilliant entertainment that is the Champions League final. The most illustrious club competition in the world. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this final. I have certainly enjoyed commentating it, and goodbye. Okay, so one thing I will say, what a brilliant game, what brilliant drama, and let's have a quick look at the stats if we can. But Barcelona being beaten by PSG, that's huge. That is actually huge. Not many chances. Barcelona didn't have a shot in that second half. But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap up this latest video of me commentating a game on FIFA 20. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to smash that like button. If you have any suggestions of what games you want to see me commentate on, be sure to let me know. But until next time, guys, goodbye.